Hey everyone, I'm Stacy, the 911 Stitcher. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch and crafting. Today is February 26, 2025. This is video number 130. Welcome back everybody, and a big hello to my new subscribers. My videos are always about cross stitching. Sometimes I talk punch needle, sometimes I talk a little bit about crochet, a little bit about quilting. Today's going to be about cross stitching and a project that I finished that I accidentally chopped in half and made it into something. So I want to show you that just because you screw something up doesn't mean that you can't make it into something cute. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So thank you for joining me, and let's talk about some cross stitch news and stuff that's been going on in my life. I have actually gotten really good news. We had a very big scare when I just got back from North Carolina. If you guys didn't watch last video, I just left for Myrtle Beach, the retreat that's hosted by Barefoot Needleart in Surfside Beach, South Carolina. Now I fly into Charlotte and I drive down with one of my good friends, Michelle McGraw, who has a Flosstube channel also made by Michelle McGraw. We drove down and we met up with several friends, and I got to meet someone that was very special, and I had written her back and forth in messages and stuff, but I didn't actually get to meet her in person until then. So she is also a Flosstuber. Her name is Katie Carney. I'm going to show you her channel here. Check her out. And she is wonderful. We got to spend a lot of time together. It's always so fun when you've communicated through, say, Instagram or Facebook, and you communicate with someone, whether it be a Flosstuber, someone who watches your videos, someone who maybe you've met at previous retreats. You meet friends along the way. So it isn't just about Flosstubers. It's about the people you meet, the stitchers that you get to meet, and the amazing people that watch my videos. And I have to tell you guys, thank you so much for coming up and saying hello, because that is the highlight. I love meeting you guys most of all. Truly means the world to me. So never be afraid to go to a retreat in the first place and walk up to your favorite, designer, Flosstuber. It could be someone that makes project bags. Go up and say hello, because it is a lot of fun for us too to meet you. Anyway, let's talk about some news. While I was in Myrtle Beach, we had an amazing time at the retreat. I've talked about Barefoot Needleart before many times. They're one of my favorite shops, and they are the best hosts. They are just so much fun. And it's that type of retreat is what I enjoy most. It's all about, stitching. I got a lot of stitching done, and it's about meeting new people, walking around the tables and getting to see what other people are working on. It's very laid back, and that's what I like so much about it. It's on the beach. The ocean is just a few feet away, and it's a beautiful retreat. So I got back shortly after the retreat. We drove back to North Carolina, and then I stayed another week. I got to spend a lot of time with some friends out there. And then the Wednesday before, I was leaving on Saturday. That Wednesday, I got a call from my husband in the middle of the night that said that my older German Shepherd was having problems walking. Well, I am very happy to say he is doing just fine. He had an MRI. We know what the problem is now, and he's doing phenomenal. He is walking again. So I wanted to keep this brief. Everything's going great. Things are looking up. I mean, with him and with everything, I'm just so happy. So it's been a great month, and even though we got a scare, it did turn out to be perfect. He's okay, and that makes me happy. So let's talk about some cross stitch. Did I say shit? I'm gonna leave that in. Sorry. You guys know I don't normally cuss. Now, I should have saved that for when I screwed up this project, because there was a lot of 4-letter words then. And then I ran down and showed my husband what I did, and he's like, oh, yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that later, and I'll show you a picture. Anyway, so after the retreat, I came home. I ended up staying the whole time in North Carolina. Came home and got some more stitching done. And then I decided to sit in front of the sewing machine for a little bit too. So we'll talk about all that in a few. But let's talk about some cross-stitch news that's going on. I wanted to tell you guys and acknowledge someone very dear to me, very special, that did pass away. If you guys have not heard, the owner of the Attic Needlework Shop, Jean, she's phenomenal. She's just one of the most loveliest, kindest people I've ever met. She will take you under her wing, and she will show you how to cross stitch. She'll talk to you about different types of fabric and find whatever it is that you want to find. There's Jean. It doesn't matter if she's having difficulty walking. It doesn't matter. She's there to help you, and she's going to get up there and do it. And I loved Jean so much. She made me feel welcome. We've been to lunch many times together, and I got to meet her husband, and just a phenomenal lady. And her love of 56 count fabric and the color red is what it was all about. So Jean did pass away, and the attic is still open, and it just broke my heart. But I did want to acknowledge Jean and mention what a wonderful person that she was. She would want me to tell you lots and lots and lots of things about cross stitching to keep the art alive, and she was always so thrilled to see what people were working on. So let's talk about a free stitch along. Now, I have a friend in the Netherlands. Her name is Simona, and she has a cross stitch group, or actually a needlework shop. I can't remember if she has a building in the Netherlands, but I know it's an online shop. She has beautiful things, and it's called Soed. I'm going to pronounce this bad. There was a time back when I was younger that I could speak a lot of Dutch. I grew up with a Dutch, kind of like a second mom, so I used to speak Dutch, but now it's all gone out the window. So excuse my pronunciation, my Dutch friends. Soed, Idee, I don't know, Soedidee. I'll show you here. She has put out a stitch along, free, and she chose the color red, not related to Jean, but she did choose the color red for her free stitch along. Now, of course, as you know, with stitch alongs, you can choose whatever color you want. You may not want to do red. You could do black, you could do blue, it doesn't matter. So I wanted to show you the first 3 parts are out. This is going to be a 13-part series, free charts every week that come out on her website. Now, I had some trouble. A couple other friends had some trouble finding it, and I'll tell you how to find it. I will also put the direct link down below in the notes. So if you're interested, here's what it's starting to look like, and it's adorable. So those are the first 3. This was the first, this was the second, and then this was the third. So it's a 13 parts coming out every single week. And this is in honor of Simona's new book. It's called Connected by a Red Thread. And that's her new book that just came out. This stitch along is going to measure 259 by 119. And it is a Quaker stitch along. So you know I love Quakers. I love the color red. I don't know if I'll do it in red. I can guarantee it's not going to be in black, because that's all I ever do is black. So black is actually my favorite color thread for stitching. So, but red comes in next. Maybe I'll do something different, like a really dark purple variegated, or I'm not sure yet. And I'm just going to pick like a light cream fabric, just like what she shows. And I'm going to take part in this, although I've not started. I'm already behind, and that's okay. You know, stitch alongs are meant for fun, and they're meant that if you don't want to, I'm looking at there's a bug on my ceiling. I think he's a gnat. Okay, anyway, I'm getting off track here. He looks like some kind of like a little bug gnat flying thing. Anyway, so the free stitch along, let me put the link down below. It is a little bit difficult to find. That's what I started to say. So when you go to the website, there is a little colored icon. Click it, it's going to say Engels, and that is English. Click that. And then you're going to go down on the left, you're going to see those 3 lines that show the menu. Click it. Now you're going to see a bunch of icons. Go all the way past the icon pictures. Very, very, very bottom, you're going to see it says Soed, Idee, Quaker. Click on that and it'll take you there, but I'll leave you the link as well. I saved it on my phone so that way I can just click directly and it takes me there. So I wanted to mention her website and show you the address. I'll put the address down below as well. And she's got some beautiful things. Okay, let's talk about one more stitch along. I love these stitch along. This is another one that really caught my eye. It's by Lola Crow, and it's called Extraordinary Birds. I'll put a picture here. This starts on March 1st is when the designs, when it starts to be released and when you can purchase it. Now the stitching starts April 4th, and you can find it on lolacrowcrossstitch.com, and you can check her out on Instagram. She says it's going to go between April and August, I think. I'm not sure, but Extraordinary Birds sounds like a lot of fun. You know me and my birds and my animals. I love that. Okay, quickly, I'm going to talk about the giveaway winners. We had some giveaways on my channel in the last video. The sulky thread, I'm just going to name them off. I will put my email address here. Send me an email with your address. If this is you, you have told me in the comments what country or what state you live in so I can match it up. And the winners are, for the sulky thread, we have this beautiful red color. Today's a very weird day with lighting, so hopefully the colors are still, they're so vibrant, they're so beautiful in this pack. Sulky is 12 weight, it is cross stitch thread, 12 weight, and these colors are just they're all different colors, so pretty. And the winner of the sulky is Sandra Adams 2677. So get a hold of me, Sandra. The next one, I had a Twin Peak Primitives chart called Oh My John series, Independence Day. And I wanted to give you this. I don't remember where I got it, but I know I'm probably not going to stitch it because I have so many other patriotic that I want to stitch. So the winner of the patriotic is Joby Siebert -E5V, like Victor. Get a hold of me, I'll send you your chart. Next was the 32 count fabric. Very pretty, it's called Dried Violets. And it's 32 count, Kathy Simith 6678. And then we have the project bag. And this is just so pretty. I picked this up for you guys at Barefoot Needleart and at the last retreat in October. And it's just gorgeous. Look at those vibrant colors. This project bag is a good size too. Project bag goes to BJEM42. So get a hold of me and I'll mail you guys your goods, and just send me an email. Okay, let's talk about, what else do we have here to talk about? Let's talk about let's talk about a new start that I did. I have a finish to show, a couple more giveaways to show, and I'm going to show you the new start. When I was at the Barefoot Needleart retreat, we had a trunk show. Now, unfortunately, one of the ladies whose trunk show, it was finally a farm girl. We were not able to meet Chrissy. I was so bummed. But we did get to see her beautiful models. And the other one was, and I'll show you our retreat piece as well, that finally a farm girl designed. So the other trunk show was the Good Housewife. Now, you know, Byron Blackbird, I'm so having such problems with my shoulder. Byron Blackbird is by the Artsy Housewife. I did him. He was phenomenal. He came out so beautiful. When I pulled the threads for Byron, I'm going to show a picture of him close up if I can find one online, if I can remember. See his beak, how it's kind of a lime green color. When I pulled the threads for that, I thought, oh, I don't know if I like that color. Oh, she's got an eye for color. Let me tell you, because that beak is like live. It looks so real. It just went perfect. She could not have picked more perfect colors. So he was a lot of fun to do. And but anyway, the Artsy Housewife had a trunk show, so we got to see her models, and this was one of them, and I immediately picked it up. It's called Two Snowy Owls, and I wanted to go a little darker on my fabric because I really wanted that white to pop out. So I chose what did I choose? Oh, the other trunk show that was there was I'm gonna have a hard time saying this because I'm gonna say Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. I have struggled with that all weekend when I was at Barefoot. Millennial Fabrics. Okay, here we go. And this is the one I chose was colorway Sparrow. Anyway, Two Snowy Owls by the Artsy Housewife. This is gorgeous, and I know Barefoot Needleart still has charts, so give them a call. But just gorgeous, gorgeous. And the other thing I really liked, sulky threads are the called for threads, and I have wanted to stitch something with called for sulky for a long time. Sulky is the ones I just showed you on the spool, the cotton thread. So anyway, I started this while I was at the retreat. And again, this is 32 count. Sparrow is the colorway. And I thought Barefoot still had a lot of the Sparrow in stock. I'm sure they can get it. But anyway, this is a really pretty darker color. And 32 count. And again, it's by Millennial Fabrics. I have to say that slow. So here's my progress. Isn't he gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Absolutely gorgeous. I am loving this. I just started the house at the bottom. You can see the top of it. And let me hold up. Oh gosh, hold on. That's what it looks like. So is that progress not pretty? I like how the white pops. And like I said, I wanted to go a little darker so you could get a good look at the color right there, especially when it's on the white fabric. Let's move this over a little. You can see it's not that dark, but it's dark enough to really pop out. Just excuse this thread. It's from the house. It really pops out that white. So, gosh, that's beautiful. I'm going to continue working on this because this has just been so much fun. And when I get to that house in the red, I'm going to show it up close so you can see the windows of the house red. So pretty. I really like it. Anyway, gorgeous. Like I said, I'm sure they still have charts and this fabric if you wanted to try this fabric. They did have Idee. I remember that there was some Idee. And they do ship international, just so you know. Okay, the next thing that I worked on is the Dead Tree Sampler. Now that's what I call it. The real name is Four Saisons by Anagram Diffusions. This is an out of print chart. It is hard to find. And I don't know where to find it. I couldn't find it myself. I had a friend overseas send it to me that found it. So anyway, I decided to do it in black and white. And I'm doing it on a little bit darker fabric because I really wanted that white to pop. Let me show you up close. Now I call it the Dead Tree Sampler, but if I didn't tell you guys in the last video, this is a 4 seasons tree. So you can see leaves here. You can see some snowy leaves here. You can barely see them. This has no leaves. And then this I think has a little. So it's a 4 seasons tree, but I'm not doing it like that. When I was passing by in the store, I was either in Belgium or I was in Amsterdam. I don't remember which cross-stitch store I was in when I saw it. But when I passed by, I saw a dead tree. I didn't see leaves. I just happened to see a dead tree. So I'm going to stitch it with no leaves because I want it to be a dead tree. I know that sounds weird, but I loved the look of it. It's so different, so unique. I'm going to show you up close so you can see some of the cool motifs, like the ducks and the butterflies and the bugs and the moths and the just all kinds of different things, tons of alphabets and designs. It is just such a great, great chart. So I'm going to do it as a dead tree, and I decided to do it in black and white. I am doing 32 count Tobias by Seraphim Fabrics. And that is my progress. Is that beautiful? Gosh, I love that. I'm going to show it up close. It might be a little dark, but at least you get an idea of the motifs a little bit better. Now I have started the back stitching. There's some back stitching like on this guy, and there is some on the moth, but there's been a few weird things, like in the middle of this motif, only half of the inside was there. The other half was missing. I don't know if that's how it's charted or if it's just missing on the graph, but I went ahead and filled that in. The other thing that I thought was a little weird is this white thing coming out of the pot. I don't know what that is, but I was going to leave it off and just leave it as a potted plant. But anyway, so that's my progress, and I think it's going to look really cool. Tobias is beautiful. It is darker, again, Seraphim Fabrics, and it's 32 count. So you can see how amazing that's going to look the more I get done. It's going to look really, really cool. Let me show it up close just one more time. It's been fun. And those are the only 2 colors in the whole chart because I'm not doing red. Okay, last but not least, one of the things that I've been working on is the Sampler Company by Brenda Keys. It's called I Went to Church Sampler. And this has been such a fun one to work on. My friend Becca, who lives in Georgia, she used to do floss tubes. I don't know if she still has her videos up, but her videos were My Stitchy Home was the name of her channel. Anyway, we met through a group, I believe, and we've become friends. So she asked me one day, do you want to start a Brenda Keys sampler? How about this one? And we loved it. Now, the funny thing, we called it the Roving Eye Sal, S-A-L, for Stitch Along. It's just her and I believe. And the funny thing that's so great about this, it says, I went to church on Sunday. My love, she passed me by. I knew her mind was changing by the roving of her eye. We love this. So we decided this poor guy is in love with this woman who's checking out other guys, and we decided to call it the Roving Eye Sal. And again, this is by the sampler company, Brenda Keys. Now I did lighten up the border a little bit. I wasn't crazy with the called for colors on the border. My friend Jean is the one who actually lightened up the colors for me and picked some different. I'm using Classic Colorworks and I'm using DMC. Now this is very hard to photograph. When I take a picture of it and try and put it on Instagram, it just doesn't come out nice at all. I don't know why, but the colors in person are so pretty. Like right now they look a little dark, but they're really pretty in person, and I'll show you each thing up close. So I did start the church and put some windows in, and I got the building of the church going. I added a little bit more border. Let me show you up close so you can see the yellow border, and you can see the really pretty, there we go, that's a little bit more light. The really pretty berries in the plant and where the bird is sitting. And then you can see the other side as well. So anyhow, it's just a weird one. It just doesn't photograph well. The colors don't look as pretty, but in person, it's really, really pretty. So as you can see, I got some more progress done. I think I added another rabbit since you've seen it. And I'll show you not the best look, but that's my progress so far. So I'll continue working down on the church, and I got to get to that grass because as you can see, there's a lot of grass, lots and lots of grass, and those pretty trees, those beautiful trees. So anyway, that's my progress so far, and it's been a lot of fun. I'll continue working on it, and I'd like to think that I'm halfway done, but I got a lot of grass to do. And if I didn't mention, I did that last sampler on 32 count cream. I think it was just as Weigart, and I'm using DMC and some Classic Colorworks. Let's talk about a finish. I got some finishes back from Vanna Pfeiffer. I cross-stitched everything. She finished it for me. And they are just adorable. I'm going to show you this one, and then I'll show you more in the next video. So this one is called The Little Bunny, and it's by Crocetta Go-Go. They have an Etsy shop, and you can find their charts in needlework shops. This is 32 count Hemingway, and Hemingway is by Needle and Flax. That's the name of the fabric. And I use DMC, so Vanna did a phenomenal job. Let me show you. I'll put this behind. Let's see if that helps a little bit with the lighting. Anyway, how cute is he? I'm going to show you a little bit closer. See if there's more light. No, it doesn't make a difference. Okay. Anyway, super cute. And she made it into a stand-up, so you can see in the middle. Let's put this down. In the middle is the little tag that holds it up. Here's the back. Is that just cute? So cute for Easter. Obviously, Easter's coming up April, towards the end of April. And anyway, that's my finish. She put a bow and a button in the middle at the top, put a little rickrack along the sides of right here, a little bit of rickrack, or is it rickrack? It's just, I call them dingleberries. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, but you can see up close, they're soft, kind of like little cotton balls. And that's how she finished it. So anyway, this will be displayed for Easter. It came out so cute. I love showing you guys what you can do with your cross stitch. And Vanna has some amazing tutorials on her channel, the Twisted Stitcher on YouTube, and she teaches you how to do this and how to make things. So I need to get busy trying to do some finishing on my own. I am going to start finishing some little pillows. I'd like to learn how to do a drum. She's got a tutorial on there too. So anyway, The Little Bunny by Crocetta Go-Go. It is just so cute and perfect for Easter. I even love the back stitching on the carrot. I don't know if you can see that very well, but the back stitching on the carrot, and then he's got some little hanging carrot, pieces, and it's just so cute. I'll show the top up close because you could see the back stitching on the tops of the carrots here, and then his whiskers as well. Just adorable. Anyway, I couldn't wait to show this to you guys. I'll probably have it displayed. Right now I have St. Patrick's going, but I'll probably have it displayed back there next video. Okay, 2 project bags I want to show you that I made. I am so proud of myself. I went back to North Carolina, spent time with my friend Beth. If you remember in previous videos, I did the front of this. I put the squares together, but I didn't have time to put the bag together. I didn't have time to learn how to insert a zipper. So this was waiting for me because we quilted it front and back while I was in North Carolina, and I made my very first project bag. I am so excited. I think it came out so great. And I want to tell you about her tutorial. It's Beth, my very good friend, did a tutorial on her channel, the Red Cross Stitcher, and she called it the Easy Project Bag with the zipper on the top. Now she has since done some more videos, I believe, with the zipper across the front. So she tells you how to insert these tabs, insert the zipper, and believe me, I was one who, back when I took home ec in junior high school, gave my project to someone else to put the zipper in, so that way I would get a good grade and didn't pay attention to it. What kind of a student was I? That's terrible. Anyway, so I gave her my project. It was a duffel bag, and I just didn't want to deal with the zipper part of it, and I gave her to stitch it up, sew it on for me. Anyway, student of the year, right? So I wish I had paid attention because I didn't have a clue. And if anybody can learn to do is, if I can do it, you can do it. So anyway, her tutorial was fantastic. I came home with a project bag. I could not say anything more because it was easy. It was very well done. And I'm so thrilled to have a project bag that I made. So I came home thinking that I was sewer of the year or seamstress of the year, and decided I'm going to go ahead and make my own project bag. Now, do you guys remember? I'll show you a picture here. I pieced together, I wanted to learn how to do machine piecing. I did the piecing. I was super happy how it came out. I was super excited to get home and make a project bag, just like the one that Beth had showed me and the one that we completed that I just showed you, thinking I had all this confidence, I'm going to go ahead and make a project bag. So the square I just showed you, I pieced it together. That I will put down below. It's an Etsy shop that I got the pattern from. It was a Christmas pattern, but I chose to change it to bees. As you saw in the picture, it was bee fabric. So anyway, I get home and I start putting it together. I quilted it. I was all excited. I got my front quilted. I got the back quilted. I'm ready to get the zipper done. Got the zipper out. I am feeling like I am on fire, right? Now, if I say a bad word, I apologize. Fast forward if you don't want to hear it. But I am, and Beth will tell you, when you get your front and back of the project bag, you put it together and make sure they're even. If you need to kind of, touch it up a little bit with the rotary cutter to kind of even it up a little bit, now's the time. You even it up each side. So I'm all excited and I'm evening it up, and I cut the whole thing in half. Here's a picture. It's like Edward freaking Scissorhands came into my craft room and cut the whole stupid thing apart. I was so mad. At first I was looking at it like, are you kidding me? Did you seriously just cut the top of your panel, your side of your bag? I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, I was laughing so hard at how I ran down. Here I come with my bag. I'll show you the bag. I'm like this. And the flap of the whole thing is flying in the air. And I'm like, told my husband, look at this. Look what I just did to my bag. And he goes, oh, that's not good. Then, of course, I had to show my friend, look what I did. I'm so dumb. So I got lucky. If you look at the picture, I'll show you again here. I was able to continue cutting. I made it straight and I cut off. And I could have zigzagged it. My friend Beth said, you can zigzag it back on. I could have put something like some rickrack across the zigzag maybe and made a little design across the top. Either way, when I look at that, I'm going to know that I chopped the stupid thing off every time I look at it. So what I decided to do is just cut that off, make it even along the bottom of the star, and continue making a smaller bag. And someone told me size isn't everything. It's not about size. So I made it smaller and it came out. I finished my very first on my own project bag. So you can see where I whacked off the bottom of it. There is no, it's supposed to have this at the bottom, and I just evened it out. Yeah, part of the star was, little tiny part of the star was off. But for the most part, I saved the star, I saved the V at the top, and I just made myself a smaller project bag. And that's the back. And then I did the inside liner looking like this, it's just black inside. So my very first project bag, and then I made the little flap thing that hang the zipper pull, just like Beth shows in her video. So I can't stress it enough. If you're interested in learning how to sew, she really gave a good tutorial on the zipper and how to, since, oh gosh, I've got the hiccups now. Could this video get any better? Anyway, my very, very first bag that I did by myself at home. And even though I ran into a problem and chopped the bottom of the bag off, it came out really cute. I think it came out perfect, actually. The tabs are on here perfect. I'm so happy. The confidence level went through the roof, and now I want to start another one. So anyway, maybe if I can get my confidence, maybe I'll make you guys a bag and do it as a giveaway. But anyway, that's my project bag. Super thrilled. And it's a little short and a little stubby, but that's okay. Okay, let's talk about a few things that I did buy. And I'm going to show you some pictures because I don't have them here. They're in my computer. They were PDFs. The first one I want to tell you about is on Etsy. It's called Nath Nolu. N-A-T-H-N-O-L-U. And here's the first one that I got. It's called Flower Winter Bird. And then the next one that I got is called Christmas Sampler. I got those both in a PDF. That's why I don't have them printed out right now. The next thing that I got, we all sat around at the retreat talking about beautiful charts. And one of them by Quaint Rose Needleart reminds me of Jean, very much so, because it's stitched in red. And I remember it sitting at the attic and it was just so beautiful. But we started talking about it at the Barefoot retreat and a bunch of us decided to buy it. It's called Tetelestai. And this is a picture here. It is so beautiful. This is one I'd like to do on 56 count and make it really small. The next PDF I got is by Crocetta Gogo, the one I just showed. And this is called A Winter's Day. I showed this a few videos back as a new release. I thought that was just adorable. It would make a really cute small. And a couple more. Vivsters. Vivsters on Etsy. I got cross stitch pattern sampler, and I saw this being stitched by Brenda Handwork Maniac. She has got some beautiful progress. It's beautiful, vibrant colors. So I ended up getting that one. And the other one by Vivsters I got was Christmas cross stitch quilt pattern. And I think that's just adorable. The last one that I bought is from a company on Etsy called Tam, T-A-M, Stitch Designs. And this is the octopus. I love sea life. I don't like being in the ocean. You will not find me swimming in the ocean ever. I don't want things touching my feet, and no, I don't like the ocean, but I like sea life. I like aquariums. I got married, as you guys know, I got married in an aquarium. So at the Aquarium of the Pacific, not inside the tank, but to clarify. Anyway, the octopus, that it just reminded me of my wedding. And then Christmas Cottage, also by Tam Stitch Designs. I got those. Those were all a lot of fun. Okay, let's talk about a few other things that I got from the retreats, from the mail, me ordering some things, and some gifts. Just a few cross-stitch charts that I wanted to show you. I also won some giveaways that I keep meaning to show you guys. I have these already, so I'm going to do these as giveaways at the end. I'll show those in just a little bit. So one of the things that I got in the mail was, I mentioned a couple of videos back, I am starting a block of the month. I'm going to use my sewing machine. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to try and keep up and do every block of the month. And it just arrived, block number 1 just arrived. So here's what it looks like. It's called Vintage Haunt. And it is so cute. So the very first block is the scarecrow up there at the top left. This is by Shabby Fabrics. And I just received it in the mail. So here he is. I'll show you a better picture here. This picture's not real colorful. The colors of the fabric are much more colorful. So I'm going to try working on him and see if I can't make some progress and have a quilt that I made. That would be a lot of fun. I'm just going to go square by square and just take my time and see, see what I can do. So that arrived in the mail. The next thing I wanted to show you is the fabric from, here we go again, Millennial Fabrics, not Millennial Falcon, Millennial Fabrics. And this is just really, really pretty. I got, let's see, what did I get? 16 count, 18 count Idee. So I don't know if this, there we go. That's a good picture right there. That's really pretty. Today's not the best day for showing fabric colors because of how overcast it is. But one of these is for you guys. So I'm going to add this to the giveaway, 16 count. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But here's the colors, and let's see if they'll show. There is 32 count. There we go. And here is this color. It's kind of like a ghosty kind of color. This is the Idee. This is 18 count. Such a difference in Idee and in, you know what? Let me take it out. Okay, this is a little bit better of a picture. So this is the Idee. And this is the linen, 32 count linen. So you can see it's a little bit darker on the linen. This is a true color of the Idee. Very kind of like, it would be perfect for a Halloween scene or a cloudy scene. Very, very pretty. So again, the colorway, if I didn't say it before, it's called Dove. And it is by Millennial Fabrics. And I know Barefoot Needleart had a whole bunch of them. So I picked up a bunch. I picked up a 32 count and an 18 count. And then you guys are going to get the 16 count. I picked you guys up some color too. I didn't want to take that one out of the fabric, out of the plastic. Okay, let's talk about a few other things. I did buy myself a project bag. This is so beautiful and Christmassy and unique. Instead of red poinsettias, it's blue and white. And it's glittery, the fabric. I don't think you'll be able to, well, yeah, there you go. It's got glitter on it. So you can see the glitter at the top. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I bought myself one and I bought you guys one as well. So that's going to be in the next video. This is going to be a project bag for next time, for next giveaway. Let's talk about a few other things that I got. And I don't think I showed you guys this. I got a couple charts while I was there. One of the charts I got is by Plum Street Samplers called Llama Lump, and it's the stackable, it's hard to show because of the glare, but it's a stack of llamas on top of each other by Plum Street Sampler. So I got that. And then I got the Addams Family by the Little Stitcher. I love the Addams Family. That is so fun. What a great chart. The Little Stitcher. I got Lottie Da Let It Snow. That's a cute one. That would be adorable as a stand-up. Very cute. Okay, here's the retreat piece. I think Barefoot said they had a few left. So this is by Finally a Farm Girl. It's called Summers at the Beach. And this was our retreat exclusive. So if you're interested in this, call Barefoot Needleart. I know they had it. I think it's exclusive to them. And it's so pretty. It's the colors. Let me see if I can pull this out. Okay, that's a little bit better of a picture, but the colors are much more prettier. But how adorable is that? Love that pelican. So cute. So this was Summers at the Beach. That was our exclusive for the retreat, but they do have some available by Finally a Farm Girl. Here's another one. I don't think I showed you this, but I got Calico Confectionery Patriot House. That's a pretty one. I can't remember if I showed you that in my last video, but that's one that I got I think I got it a few months ago. And that is by Calico Confectionery. Here's a couple things that I got for $1. If you can believe this, a fully kitted, adorable kit. Now I would change the colors because it is a little bit 80s or 90s. I watch on Monday nights, I watch Sandra's Stitch Dash, the live Facebook cross stitch sale. You can get so many things for $1 or 50 cents. And I got this for, I think it was just a couple dollars. How cute is this full kit? Now I'm probably going to change the fabric on it, or I might even do these as individuals. Like do that one as an individual, that one. I might do the wreaths, the Christmas tree, just adorable. What a cute kit. And it's Design Works. It's called, it just says, oh, All Hearts Come Home. So I got that for like $1 or $2. It came with fabric and it came with thread. Love those Monday night shows on Facebook. I'll put them down below also. This one I think I got for 50 cents or $1, and I plan to do these. I'd love to do some as standouts, but it's by Jan Lynn, called Old World Santas. I'll show it up close and then I'll pull it down so you can see. The glare is so bad today. You can see how cute. You can't see them that well, but anyway, Old World Santas. That I got for like $1. Here's another one I got for a couple dollars maybe. I can't remember, but Design Works. This one I may do as a giveaway if anybody's interested. Bakery Bears. It's a full kit. It is so cute. Now this will be in a future video, not today's giveaways, because we'll go over those in just a little bit. But how cute is this? All those sweet, adorable bears. And again, it came with thread and fabric. And I think I got this for a couple dollars on the Sandra Stitch Stash Live Facebook group. Here's one I got called The Village Physician. I'm trying to collect, it's all from the Christmas Village series. I'd like to do this on fabric. It is a Mill Hill kit. It comes with beads, thread, and perforated paper, but I think I want to do this one actually on fabric. And then of course, anybody who's not familiar, that's what they look like. They're Mill Hill kits. Okay, let's do a couple more. And this one, I don't remember if I showed you. I really like this, and I don't know what it is, but I'd like to do it super small on 56 count. It's called Glen Burnie Petite Sampler. It's a cross stitch kit. It comes with fabric. And again, I got this for like $1. And it is so cute. I want to do it really small. It just says, in days gone by, samplers were stitched by young girls to practice and display their embroidery skills. This petite sampler features Glen Burnie, a Georgian house built in the late 1790s by Robert Wood, the son of Winchester's founder. But anyway, it's so cute. And it's just a little kit that I got off the live Facebook group for $1. Very cute. Okay, 2 more. I got this for either 50 cents or $1. It is Cedar Hill Counted Cross Stitch. It says Shaker Country Christmas Sampler. And that's the little one that I got. Like I said, either 50 cents or $1 from the show. Very cute. I'd like to do him separate. Maybe do these separate as little smalls. I like the train too. Kind of blurry, not the best picture, but okay, one more. Making a New Friend, aka Willie Meltaway 2. How cute is this? DKG Originals. And this is another one I got off the show, and he's kind of like melting. He's got some problems, poor guy. Anyway, very, very cute. Again, 50 cents. Oh, his head's off. His head fell off. What does it say? Making a new friend. Oh, he's making him. I thought he was melting. But either way, he's putting his head on. Very cute. Okay, the last bit of haul before I go and misplace these, I wanted to show you how pretty these colors are. I hope they come out. These are Cottage Garden threads in colorway Saskia. I got them from Barefoot, and I don't always show thread because it is hard to show the color of the thread, but if you can see it, it is blue, light blue, dark blue, and peach. Very, very pretty colors. If you're looking for a pretty variegated thread, check these out, Saskia. And hopefully this comes through as a pretty color for you guys. But I did want to show how beautiful the variegation is. I think it would be pretty either on black. This is a very, very dark blue or a cream color. I just think it would be so pretty. But I wanted to show you the Cottage Garden threads while I had them before I put them away, and show you how pretty the colors are. Okay, let's wrap up this video. Let's go ahead and talk about some giveaways. So let's put a couple things in mind. Don't forget, you have to be 18 because I'm going to ask you for your address. Don't forget, most importantly, to tell me where you're from. Do not give me your address because I'll delete them. You don't want to put your address in comments. Just tell me, I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I'm from the Netherlands. And that way, when you win a giveaway and I pair it up with the address that you give me when you win and I call your name, I'll know it's really you, because in past videos, I've told you that I've actually had people say they won and it's not really the right person. They said, oh, I live in, Indiana. Well, no, the real person lives in Canada. So let me know where you're from, whereabouts in Canada, like just, I'm from Toronto, or wherever you're from, in your giveaway comment. So you're going to go down below, leave me a message, and say if you're interested in any of these giveaways. Giveaway number 1 is the fabric I showed earlier. It is Dove colorway 16 count. Your word is going to be, I want the 16 count fabric, because there's only one. So if you're interested in this really pretty ghost-like, cloudy day type of fabric by Millennial Fabrics, put I'm interested in the 16 count fabric below. Next, Autumn Lane Stitchery. I won this as a giveaway and I already have it. Autumn Lane Stitchery. It's called Falling Leaves and Coffee, Please. If you're interested in this, put coffee. That's going to be your keyword in comments down below, coffee. Next chart, I won this also, B Tier by Erin Elizabeth Designs. Absolutely adorable chart. And these are brand new charts that I got from a retreat at the Queen City retreat I went to in October. So by Erin Elizabeth Designs, if you're interested, your keyword is the B chart, B-E-E. Last but not least, I picked you up a project bag. Now, it's a little late, that's okay, but it's hearts and it is adorable. Valentine's, actually it doesn't say Happy Valentine's, it just says love. Doesn't say, it just says be mine. So yeah, it kind of is Valentine's, but it doesn't say Valentine's. I would use this all year long. So very, very cute project bag. The inside is sparkly heart. Can you see the sparkle? Let's see. There we go. You can kind of see the sparkle. And this was designed by Barefoot Needleart. They have gorgeous project bags. So if you're interested in this, your keyword project bag. You're welcome to put in for all the giveaways if you'd like. Just put in a comment down below the ones you're interested in. And only one winner is going to be picked. I use a random comment picker. I put in the keyword like project bag or bee or coffee or 16 count fabric. I'm going to put those in. It's going to shuffle and pick somebody, and that's what I use. So you're more than welcome to put in for all of them, but don't forget, tell me where you're from. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will come back at you in a couple of weeks. It was so good to see you, and take care, keep on stitching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.